what we're talking about. It's just extremely tough to pick that number up. It's a gray number and doesn't have a very big outline, so it's very tough. The referee's blowing the whistle, and we're ready to kick it off.
Nick Martin approaches, puts the toe to it, low, end-over-end kick, drives, stems back, he fumbles the ball, or bobbles the ball. It will roll into the end zone and out of bounds. Should be a touchback. Sims tried to field that one over his shoulder. At the rule on kickoff return down. You don't feel the ball that's over your head. Typically just let it go, especially when you're backed up to the goal line like that.
And that ball was it wasn't a very high ball, and it was kicked extremely hard, well kicked, and it would have easily gone into the end zone.
Nonetheless, touchback going to bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. Cameron Sizemore troops will take over. Result of the touchback, break the huddle, and take the field. Sizemore in the shotgun. Trips formation to his left. E-step joins him in the backfield. Takes the snap. Throws the swing route out to E-step. He clears the line of scrimmage. Makes the man miss. Gobbled up by a group of Panthers. Good pursuit on the play. I don't think he's going to gain a yard on the first play for scrimmage.
Yeah, Corbin trying to spread the field out a little bit, and when you do that, of course, you eliminate two of your linebackers because they have to come out and cover your wideouts. So if you can break one through the offensive line or the defensive line, then you pretty much got some room to run in there.
2nd and 10, Sizemore in the gun. He'll take the snap. He sets the throw. Got time. Bump fake. Fires over to E-step. Caught. Out across the 30. After the 35. Knocked out of bounds. Not before gaining about 15. Enough for the first down. Nice patience from Cameron Sizemore to stay in the pocket and find the open receiver.
Yeah, I think that time he kind of, his primary receiver was covered. And he just, like you said, he really showed great patience. And he surveyed the field and found his secondary receiver, which was a slot back over on the other side, and hit him for a nice little gainer of about 13 yards. And we got a flag on the play.
Penalty on the play. Have not seen the official indication. They are marking it off against Knox Central.
That's going to be a face mask for a late hit, one of the two. Let's see which one.
Big yardage. Some sort of personal foul. Drives the Hounds all the way into Panther territory. Ball resting on the Knox Central 49-yard line. Corbin in the Michigan trick formation. All players in I. Then they break the huddle. 4 wide receivers. Sizemore in the gun. Brings E-step in motion. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself. Ball's forward. Going to gain about 2 on the play.
Just people going everywhere that time, and Sizemore faking the handoff and picks up about 1.5 to 2 yards. It's going to be second and about 9 for Corbin. Maybe 8.
Corbin not huddling. Going to keep no huddle pressure. Trying to keep Knox Central from the ability to substitute. Sizemore in the gun on 2nd and 8. Joined by 2 wide receivers. Brings French in motion. Shovel pass underneath, and he's out across the 40. The 30, he's got room to the 20. Tackled down from behind up to the 15-yard line. Little trickeration there. Brings French in motion and actually throws the shovel pass underneath. Nice call play and well executed.
Beautifully executed, and he even had me fooled there for just a minute. That's one of the great things about Sizemore is he carries his fakes out extremely well. Corbin's in business at about the 15-yard line, first down.
Sizemore will operate out of the shotgun. He has 5 wide receivers. Takes the snap, sets the throw, got pressure, steps up in the pocket, spins out. He's going to be gobbled up in the backfield, going to lose a yard or 2. There was just no one open downfield. Sizemore made the correct move and eating that sack and preventing the turnover.
Yeah, we didn't do a very good job blocking that time, and he had instant pressure on him, and when he did the spin move to try and get away, he actually spun right into the arms of a Knox Central defender. So great defensive play on Knox Central's part, and we're going to have to do a little better there. Second down.
2nd 12. Sizemore going to go under center. He's got 4 wide. Brings a man in motion, hands off to Jewell underneath. Man at the line of scrimmage. Going to move the pile forward, maybe a yard or 2. Sets up Corbin. 3rd and long in Knox Central territory.
Yeah, there just wasn't much there that time. He gave it the ball to Jewell right up the middle, and almost instantly Tucker ran into someone, and there just wasn't anywhere for him to get to.
Knox Central up front. Impressive so far. Third and very long. Ball resting on the Knox Central 16-yard line. 9:15 to play here in the first. No one's blemished the scoreboard so far.
Well, we're going to have to hurry up here just a little bit.
Sizemore's in the gun. Takes the snap. Sets the throw. Looks. Hit and drops for a loss. Painful. Lorded backwards. Corbin offensive line getting a little work right now. Knox Central's front very impressive so far. 2 or 3 hits on Sizemore on the opening drive.
So it's going to be fourth, and as you would say, a mile, at least 21 yards to go for the first down. It's going to be interesting. I think Coach Haddix will actually go for it. We're probably outside field goal range, but probably well within where we would be if we punted the ball. So he's going to try and see if he can get down enough to get a first down.
Fourth and a mile. Sizemore has 4 wide receivers. Joel joins him in the backfield. Takes the snap. He sets the throw. Looks, steps up in the pocket. Pump fakes. He's going to keep it himself. Out, going to gain about 5 or 6 yards. Nowhere near enough for the first down. Turnover on downs. Knox Central football.
Yeah, and there just wasn't much there that time, and Knox Central had our defenders covered well, and Corbin's going to turn it over on their first possession. Knox Central will take possession of it on the 18-yard line with 8:05 to go in the first quarter, and first down for the Panthers.
We'll have to see as the game goes on. Corbin may have to dedicate a running back or tight end into the box. This Panther front, very impressive so far. Only time this year we've seen Cameron Sizemore actually take shots. And, you know, he's very not often sacked, and he doesn't take a lot of hits.
Yeah. They got a pretty good size offensive line.
Jackson Stewart brings his troops to the line in the I formation. Hard count will draw Corbin offside. So 5-3-1.
That was kind of out of our playbook, but nonetheless, it will be a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5. So it will give Knox Central an opportunity to try something here they probably would not have tried otherwise.
Good quarterbacks have the hard cadence and get you off 5 yards. Knox Central resets in the I formation. Hand off to the fullback. He's hit. He will gain nothing.
A host of Corbin defenders there. That time, Aaron Money, Greg Gibson, all right there in the center, clogging that box up a little bit. 2nd down and 5 to go for the Panthers.
Panthers break the huddle. They'll remain in the I formation, tied in to the right. Jackson under center. He'll hand off on the belly play to the running back. He'll also gain nothing. He is struck down again by a pack of hounds. Defensively, linebacking core and the defensive line for Corbin, very impressive. This is where Knox Central has felt the injury bug the most. A lot of their skilled players depleted by injury so far, kind of limiting them offensively in what they can or want to do.
It's going to be 3rd and 3, and you have to think that Knox Central's trying to kind of establish their running game here a little bit, Ronnie, just like you said, probably due to the fact that some of their skilled players are not playing.
3rd and 3, Stewart's in the shotgun. Ball resting on the right hash, trips to his left. Corbin showing blitz, they'll bring blitz. He hands it off, and he's hitting the backfield. Corbin, stingy defensively, going to force the 3 and out of the Panthers.
Nice play that time. Corbin holding their own right in the interior part of the box, and it'll bring up 4th and about 3. Knox Central going in. We need to be aware of the fake here, but I think that Knox Central probably anything would be up for use in their playbook.
Martin on to punt. Good snap. Fields it. Kicks it high. Spiraling kick. Going to land about the 45 and take a Redhound bounce into Knox Central territory. Panthers will down it on their own 47-yard line. That's unfortunate. Had some good height to it. Had some good spin, but just took, that Redhound bounce. And again, the Redhounds going to set up with good field position. Kind of been a theme this season. They've always dominated field position through the use of good defense.
Yeah, we've played the short field most of the year and done extremely well with it. I think we're going to have a TV timeout here, Ronnie.
Television timeout. WYMP covering this game as well, so we'll take a break too. 5:56 left in the first quarter. The score is 0-0. Corbin in Knox Central territory. When we come back, you're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Play in the first quarter, and we have zeros on the scoreboard. Both teams have had an opportunity with the football and come up short. Ronnie Bowling alongside Alan Knox. We're at Knox Central High School. Corbin Redhound finishing off the regular season here against the Knox Central Panthers. Now, we've had a physical football game so far. Coach Addix, you don't like the shots your quarterback's taken so far.
No, you do not. So we're going to have to do a little bit better job protecting him, Ronnie.
First and 10 on the Knox Central 47-yard line. Sizemore's in the gun with 3 wide receivers. Hard count. Knox Central breaks the play. Late whistle. Going to be an offsides against the Panthers. Whistle was a little lingering.
Well, I think he was struggling a little bit to get his flag out over there, but he started in almost immediately. We get our 5 yards back.
First and 5. Ball resting on the Panther 42-yard line. Same formation, 3 wide, a running back and a wing join Sizemore in the backfield. He takes the snap and sets the throw. Fires a deep ball. Got A.J. Moore. Ball incomplete. Good coverage on the play from Knox Central.
And that ball was well thrown, and it was thrown just about exactly where it needed to be, but it was just a great defensive play that time. Usually A.J. will come down with those, but he just could not get up high enough that time to get his hands on it.
Corbin lined up in a single file line over the football. We saw Michigan do that this week in college football. They're going to remain in the traditional 3 wide set. Running back flanking him on either side. He'll take the snap and hand off to Jewell up the middle. Makes a man miss. Drop. Took a big shot while trying to make something happen. He's going to gain maybe half a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and about 4.
He took a pretty good hit that time, and so that just kind of lets you know the intensity of what's going on down there.
Knox Central defense impressive so far, leaving Corbin scratching their heads a little bit. Sizemore takes the play from the sideline. Going to have 4 very wide receivers. Stacked twin receivers all the way to opposing sideline.
Back judge looking at his watch, and we're going to get close to getting a penalty here if we're not careful.
Sizemore in the gun. Takes the snap, fires the screen all the way over to the help sideline. He'll go for the first down. Across the 30, knocked out of bounds around the Knox Central 27-yard line. So, wow, that was a very far throw for Cameron Sizemore.
Well, he threw from inside or outside this hash mark all the way over to the far sideline. And we had a perfect view from where we're at here in the press box. And that was kind of a dangerous throw, but nonetheless, good catch. Good advance. Corbin's got the ball 1st and 10 on the 27 with 4:42 left in the first quarter.
Sizemore in the gun. Takes the snap, fires another screen. Caught in by Goslin. He's advancing across the 25 and hacked 2. Going to gain about 2 or 3, and he earned it.
He's trying to cut back there a little bit that time, and his feet kind of come out from under him a little bit. He's second down about 8. We're not having much luck running the ball, and so I think Coach Haddock is going to have to open it up just a little bit here to this defense up a little bit.
Sizemore in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll hand off up the gut to Estep. He's bowling people over. Out across the 10. Dragging guys with him down to about the 8-yard line. Good enough for the first down, Redhound.
Nice run that time by Chase. Just extremely hard. Taking some hits along the way. Spinning a little bit and moving back and forth. And just a beautiful run down to about the 8-yard line. The first down for the Redhounds. And we are in business in the red zone, Ronnie.
First and goal.
We need to come away with a score here.
Hounds bringing a tight end. Tight wide receiver. Hand off to Joel over the right sideline. He'll be hit and drugged down. Not before staggering forward. Actually going to gain about 4 on this play.
I actually had him either a little bit behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage, and he just runs so hard, it's hard to get him down that easy. And he was able to spin out of it and pick up about 4 yards, like you said. Second down now and about 3 for a Redhound touchdown.
Same formation. Overset for the Hounds. Tight wide receiver. Handoff. Going right. He'll bowl a Panther over at the goal line. Touchdown, Redhound. Chase Estep on the carry.
Unbalanced line that time. Everyone off the right. Set the guard and just handed off to Chase, and just a nice execution for a touchdown for the Redhounds. They go up 6-0.
Corbin looking to add the extra point on the play. Looking for a kicking tee. Coach Haddock showing off the offer. It's like Estep on the kick for the Hounds. Traditionally, that's a roll for John Lowe. Snap is good. It's down. Puts the toe to it. No good. Wide left on the kick. Corbin nonetheless takes the lead. They're on top 6-0 with 3:13 left in the first. You're listening to Redhound Football on D107. To play in the first quarter at Knox Central High School. Redhounds on top 6-0 over the hosting Panthers. I'm Ronnie Bowling alongside Alan Knox. For those of you who have friends and family away from WCTC broadcast area or want to listen to us online, we have a live web link for T107. Go to www.kdcountry995.com. Again, www.kdcountry995.com. There is a TV in the top right corner. Click on that, and it will bring you to a link of our live audio. Friends and family outside the state can listen to Redhound football tonight and all season long.
Corbin preparing to kick it off to Knox Central. Referee's blowing the whistle.
But wet the kick. Kicks an end-over-end kick, going to land about the 20, not fielded. Now it's going to be picked up by the Panthers. He'll advance to the 30, and he is hit and drops. Wow.
Ronnie, we talked a little bit there on break about the extra point. That's something that really, we're going to have to get that straightened out, because when you get into a big game here in the playoffs, 1 point is very important, especially when you get the second and third round of the playoffs. So that's something we're going to have to work on. We've missed that several times this year, and we're just going to have to spend some time on it and get better at it.
Special teams sometimes separate those great teams from the good teams.
Yeah.
Stewart will break the huddle in a tight eye formation. He'll have a wing with the eye. He'll hand off on the power play to the right side. He's hit, and he will go nowhere. Redhounds all over the run to game of Knox Central.
Nice defensive play that time, just as soon as the ball was handed off. Running back went off the right side, and Corbin was able to get a hold of him there pretty quick for about a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2:47 left in the first quarter. Corbin leading 6-0, having missed their point after.
Second and 9. Panthers will go in the shotgun. Stewart has 4 wide receivers. Donovan Arthur joins Stewart in the backfield. Redhound showing blitz and bringing blitz. Pressure bearing down. He's got a man who's caught but hit immediately. Only going to gain about 4 on the play. Nick Martin, the receiver for the Panthers, he was hit and dropped immediately. Looks like number 13. Lucas Ellison coverage for the Redhound.
Lucas Ellison making a stop there, and that was a well-thrown football. It was thrown to the inside, and he was about the only one that could catch it. Just a little slant pattern across the middle. It's really the first time we've seen Knox Central show much through the air so far. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for Knox Central.
Stewart in the gun, 4 wide. He'll pass on 4th down, 3rd down. He's got pressure. He looks to run with it. He's going to be enough for the 1st down, keeping it himself. Grant Gibson on the tackle for Corbin, but not before Stewart can pick up the 1st down with his feet.
And that's one of the things I touched on a little bit earlier. Anytime you sprint it field like that, you're going to take 2 linebackers out of there, and so you just got 2 people left in there, sometimes 1. And if they get through your defensive line, they're going to go a ways before you can get them down. That's what happened that time.
Now, traditionally, very what we call intelligent pass rushers. Do a good job of finding and locating the quarterback. Stewart was just able to find a little wrinkle and get the 1st down yard. 1st and 10 on their own 42. Stewart in the gun. Two running backs joining him in the backfield. He'll hand off, going to the right sideline. He's hit and dropped again. Corbin defensive line dominating so far.
Yeah, I think that time Hunter Logan and Justin Davis both able to knock his feet out from under him. And we have someone, a Panther, I think, injured on the play after a gain of about 1 second, 9 for the Panthers. 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Officials calling a timeout, sending both teams to their respective sidelines.
We have 55 seconds to play here in the first quarter. We're going to take a step away for this injury timeout as the trainers tend to the wounded Panthers. We'll be back in about 1 minute. You're listening to Redhound Football. Seconds left to play in the first quarter at Knox Central High School. Redhounds on top 6-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. Ronnie Bowling alongside Alan Hawks. This broadcast is brought to you by Cumberland Valley Electric, Hometown Bank, Davis Salvage, Pepsi Cola Bottling, Tri-County Cycle Sales, Pennington Wellness, and Bubby's Barbecue. For those of you who have friends and family who are listening to this broadcast outside of our broadcast coverage, or just want access to listening to us when you might be yourself You can listen to Redhound football on www.kdcountry995.com. Again, www.kdcountry995.com. There is a television icon in the top right corner of the website. You can click on that, and it'll open a web page that'll give you live streaming audio of Redhound football, not only tonight, but all season long. Now, this is appears to be a very serious injury. He's just now sitting up out there.
Well, he had not moved to any at all until they just set him up. But the Corbin coaching staff out there as well, looking after him along with the Knox Central staff, and I think they're going to finally stand him up. That's great to see. And he is going to leave the field under his own power.
For 58, Dale Owen, senior offensive lineman for the Panthers, shaken up on the play. Team's retaking the field. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hounds on top, 6-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. Second and about 9. Ball resting on the Knox Central 42-yard line. Stewart in the shotgun. Going to have 3 wide receivers. Here comes a 4th onto the field. Going in the backfield, number Donovan Arthur. Brings a man in motion from right to left. Corbin showing blitz. Does bring blitz. Bearing down on Stewart. Ball is out. Tipped from behind. Ball is on the out. Kyle and the Panther backs will wait for the signal.
I believe Knox Central kept it.
Big time blitz from the Redhounds there. Ethan Sims coming off the corner for Corbin, got a paw in there and swiped it clean.
He's all over the field. You're liable to catch him anywhere. Very aggressive young man there. Going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Panthers. This is a big play for us as we are trying to shut this drive out, shut it down. 48 seconds left in the quarter.
Stewart in the gun. Takes the snap, going to hand off on the draw. He's going to push the pile forward for maybe a yard or 2, but the Corbin front all over it. Running game for Knox Central has been completely stifled by this Redhound defense, like we touched on at the top of the broadcast. This is the strength of this Corbin football team.
Yes, it is, and I'd say that's probably going to be the last play of this quarter unless Knox Central just elects to go ahead and kick, and they may do very well do that.
15 seconds and winding. Knox Central hurrying some players onto the field for their punt team. Dallin said likely probably content to watch the quarter expire. 3, 2, and 1. That's your quarter. So at the end of 1, Corbin on top of the hosting Knox Central Panthers here on senior night. 6-0. Second quarter action will return here in 1 minute. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Redhound football here at Knox Central High School. The Redhounds on the road taking on the Panthers of Knox Central. 4th and long. Panthers set to punt. Number 8, Nick Martin. And number 10, Cameron Barton. Back deep for the Redhounds.
On permission from television folks to move on.
Sometimes these TV games, especially when you're nice playing on TV, it can get you all out of rhythm.
They're ready.
Sizemore using the hard count to draw the Panther defender into the neutral zone. Sorry about the break, folks. We had a little technical difficulties. We're back with you now. Redhound not gaining anything on the third down that you missed. Set up a 4th and 4, and Cameron Sizemore using the hard count to advance the football. 1st and 10 at the Redhound 30 or the Redhound 40-yard line. Excuse me.
Who would have thought that we could have gotten a first down doing that?
1st and 10. Sizemore, 4 wide receivers. Jewell joins him in the backfield. Takes the snap. That's the throw. Fires on the right sideline. Hauled in and caught at the 50. Knocked out of bounds around the Panther 48-yard line. Looks like Chase Estep on the reception for the Hound.
Nice play, and it brought about the first down as well. We're moving into Panther territory on about the 48-yard line. 9:31 to go in the second quarter. Corbin leading 6-0.
Redhound trying out a no-huddle look tonight. Sizemore will have three wide receivers, running backs on either side in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands off. Actually, it's a play fake. That's the throw. Got a receiver. Attempts to make a catch. He'll actually drop the ball incomplete. He made a great fake, though, Alan. Actually even fooled me on the play fake and had a good throw there. Just couldn't get it hauled in.
Yes, that was a great fake. And it was a catchable football, too. And so Corbin missed an opportunity there to move down the field there a little bit. Second down and 10 now for the Redhounds. 9:07 left in the second quarter. Redhounds not been able to put too much together offensively so far, Ron.
Definitely struggling. Sizemore in the gun. Takes the handoff, and he'll hand off to French. He's got a little wiggle room out across the first down, up to the 30. He's pushing defenders with him. Going to be drugged down. Nice carry there. Appeared to be Jonah French. Anybody that's tuning in right now knows these numbers are very difficult to locate.
Just a beautiful play that time. Just a little mixing and moving in the middle of the line there, back and forth, and he runs extremely hard.
First and 10 on the Panther 30. Hand off to Jewell over the right side. He's hit, staggering forward. Going to gain about 3 on the play. Well, gain about 1. I was a little overly generous.
Well, some of the plays that are slower to develop tonight aren't working for us where they have in the past, and just the really quick hitters are the ones that are doing well for us. Knox Central calling a timeout with 8:31 left in the second quarter, Ronnie.
Knox Central is going to take a break. So will we. 8:31 here in the half. Redhounds on top, 6-0. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Left in that first half here at Knox Central High School. The visiting Corbin Redhounds on top of the Panthers 6-0 and driving. 2nd and 9 on the Panther 29-yard line.
I think Corbin would like to get some points here this going in here at halftime. Some momentum.
Sizemore in the gun. Hard count, movement from both sides. Wait for a signal. Probably going to be offensive, and it is. False start against the Redhounds. That's the movement on the offensive line. Also had a receiver running around down the field. Push the ball back to about the Corbin, or the Knox Central 34-yard line. 2nd and 14.
That one hurts, especially when you're moving down the field and got a little momentum going offensively.
Sizemore in the gun, rolling out the pass to his left. That's the throw. Fires deep in the men's end zone. It will be caught. Touchdown, Corbin.
What a catch.
Wow. Big-time throw. Big-time catch. Caleb Mitchell on the reception for the Redhounds. Cameron Sizemore threw that ball approximately 40 yards in the air across his body to the right. That is big-time arm strength from your quarterback.
Yes, he did. He rolled out to the left and just got his feet underneath him and let one fly on the other side. And then it was just a beautiful catch. And so the Redhounds have been able to put 12 down on the board, and hopefully we can pick us up a couple of points here and put us back at 14, which is where we should be.
Corbin electing to go for 2. Full backfield, but out of the shotgun. 3 back in the backfield. He'll keep it himself going right. Stretching out for the pylon. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Don't think he got it. No good, but there is a flag on the play.
That's going to almost always be a offensive holding. Perhaps a face mask, but I'm leaning more toward the hold.
Hold against the Redhounds. Most likely going to be declined. It appears the try was no good. Penalty is declined. PAT try, or 2-point try, no good. So 8:22 left to play in the first half. Redhounds on top of the Knox Central Panthers 12-0. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. .22 to play in the first half. Redhounds on top 12-0 over the host Knox Central Panthers on senior night. Those of you unable to listen or stay in radio range or have friends and family outside of WCTC broadcast radius, you can listen to the Redhounds live on the web at www.kdcountry995.com. Click on the television logo in the top right corner of the web page and click another link to listen to live streaming audio. No video, but you do listen to this broadcast online tonight and all season long. Wet. He's up the ball. Whips it over to the right. Rolls up to the 30. Hauled in. Panthers looking to reverse the field. Now cuts back against the grain. It's a group of Redhounds. No whistle. Going to be stopped. You can advance the football up to about the Knox Central 32-33 yard line.
We missed a couple of tackles. Back 8 or 10 yards back, and looks like we may have someone injured on the play.
Chicken Redhound.
This time it looks like a Redhound. That's something we do not want to see heading into the playoffs or at any time.
Can't get an indication on the number. Coach Hannock, trainer Kim Cleary out on the field tending to the fallen Redhound to help him to his feet. Number 17, Aaron Money, shaken up on the play. That could be a big loss for the Hounds. Exceptional outside linebacker.
It's a little wobbly.
But could be some type of concussion or head protocol, but he is staggering back to the sideline. Hope he's okay. We'll keep you updated if we get any updates on Mr. Money. Leaves the field on his own power. 8:12 to play in the first half. Redhounds on top 12-0.
Well, I think we have a great crowd here tonight.
Fantastic. This place is packed. One-sided facility as far as seating goes. That's packed, and it stretches from about the 20 all the way down to the 20, and there's not an empty seat in the house.
Plus, then you've got pretty good crowd standing all the way around the track, too. So, very nice facility here at Knox Central. The Redhound faithful has shown up once again.
Tucker Jewell checks in the game defensively for the number 17, shaking up number 17, Aaron Money. First and 10, Stewart in the gun. Brings a man in motion. Handoff, first back through. He cuts back across the grain, up across the 30, or the 40, hit and drops. Going to be close to first down yardage on the play. First positive running game for the Panthers. They are going to give him the first.
Yeah, that was a nice gainer that time. He changed directions 2 or 3 times there within the 10 yards, and just a really nice run there.
Donovan Arthur on the carry for the Panthers. First and 10. Ball resting on Panthers' own 43-yard line. Jackson Stewart in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Hands off to Arthur going left. He's hit and dropped. Might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. The entire defensive front for the Redhounds active and in on the tackle. Cody Evans, Hunter Logan, Justin Davis, Braden Spear, all zooming the running back, bringing them down to the ground.
You know, both teams have pretty much played pretty tough up front. The offensive and defensive front 4 or 5 of both teams has pretty much done battle on equal ground. You have to hands off to Knox Central and Corbin as well.
Second and 10. Stewart in the gun. He'll set the throw. Fires deep down the sideline. Man in coverage. It's going to be almost intercepted, incomplete. Excellent coverage. Looks like Cameron McGuett, man-to-man coverage, and he just suffocated the Knox Central receiver.
Well, and he had good position. That's what it was really kind of all about. He was on the inside, and he forced his receiver on the outside, and so the receiver would have to have gone over top of him to have gotten that catch, and no one's been able to do that much this year.
Excellent coverage.
A big difference for our Redhound secondary.
Yes. Defensively, Redhounds have looked impressive all season, and tonight, no exception. 3rd and long.
Watch the little slant there across the middle. Have had some success. We've got an uncovered man out here.
Panthers in 4 wide. Stewart sets the throw. Flushed up into the pocket, hit and drops for a loss.
Have a flag on the play from the end official out here. I think we're going to have
Cody Evans on the sack for the Redhounds.
Illegal procedure against Knox Central. I would think the Redhounds will decline that and bring up 4th down.
And you made an excellent point. I think the highlight of the game so far has been the defensive front for both teams. They've been putting on a lot of pressure on each team's opposing quarterback.
Yes, they have.
That's something, Corbin fans are used to watching the Redhounds front four dominate, but Cameron Sizemore has not taken the amount of shots he's taken tonight, perhaps all season long.
Yeah. We may be giving up a little size there to Knox Central on the front. They're a pretty good size football team right there up front. I think we're probably maybe a little quicker. They're a little bigger. Kind of a trade-off.
Knox Central to punt the football away. On their own 45-yard line, Barton is deep to receive. High, end-over-end kick, going to land about the Redhound 30 and take a Panther roll inside the 20. Comes to rest about the 17-yard line. So, nice kick. Sends the Redhounds deep. Worst starting field position for the Hounds of the game. They're going to take over on their own 17. 6:30 to play. Redhounds on top 12-0 over the hosting Knox Central Panthers.
TV timeout, Ronnie.
Television timeout. WYMC broadcasting the game as we are. We'll take a break as they do. 6:30 left in the half. Corbin on top 12-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Remaining in the first half of play. Corbin takes over on their own 16-yard line. They're on top of the Panthers 12-0 on Knox Central senior night. Redhounds in the Florida formation. 3 linemen in close. Linemen and wide receivers split out wide, all the way to the number. Sizemore's in the gun. He'll set to throw the screen. Got it on the Knox Central sideline up to the 20, up to the 25. Make the man miss at the 30. Tackle down all the way up to the 34-yard line. Big gain and nice throw from Cameron Sizemore. Redhounds will have a shaken up player. Christian Goslin up and leaving on his own power out, and I think he landed on the football.
I think he did too. He was kind of upended, come up in the air, and then come down on it. First and 10 for the Redhounds. 6:21 left in the second quarter, and we're on our own 35-yard line.
Redhounds again running a no huddle look. Sizemore will get the call from the sideline. He's got E-Step and Jewell joining him in the backfield. 3 wide receivers across the field. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jewell. He is hit in the backfield for a loss. Post of Panthers there and waiting for him.
Wow, they're really keen on Tucker. Three defensive players from Knox Central met him just as the ball got there, and he just didn't have anywhere to go. No options at all. Second down and 13 for the Redhounds.
Sizemore gets the call from the sideline. He'll have 5 wide receivers. He'll sit in the gun. Takes the snap. Throws the screen to the right sideline. Hauled in. Up across the 30. Up to the 35. Drug down from behind. Not before breaking the 40-yard line.
Gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards. Nice gainer. 3rd and 5 for the Redhounds.
Manageable down and distance for the Hound. Sizemore in the gun. Has E-Step and Jewell joining him in the backfield. Hard count. Panthers into the neutral zone. No call. Over to the sideline. Coach Haddock's lobbying on the line shut.
Call it chewing, is what you call it.
Resets the play. Another hard count. Coach Haddock indicates to take a timeout. 4:54 to play in the second quarter. Corbin on top 12-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. .54 left in the first half. Redhound on top of the Knox Central Panthers, 12-0 here on Knox Central Senior Night Out. And the Redhounds coming through some adversity, but still looking nice, completing the big plays, and they're on top right now.
Yes, we've not really looked all that bad, Ronnie. We've just our offense has just not actually got into gear yet, and can credit some of that to Knox Central. They played extremely well.
3rd and 5. Sizemore in the gun with 5 wide. He'll set the throw. Almost intercepted by a blitzing linebacker. He's going to call in the catch, but the line just going to say his knee was down when he hauled in the football. Cameron Martin had a lot of wiggle room. Football. Actually going to call that incomplete.
Corbin's going to be forced to punt. We need good coverage on this, and be able to hold off Central.
Now set to kick it away. Snap is good. It's going to be a fake. Now running across the first down marker, across the 50 to the 40, up to the 30, makes a man miss. That's inside the 20. He's going to score. 10, 5, touchdown. Redhounds on the fake punt. Wow.
I've been talking about it all night long for the wrong team.
Yeah. Corbin could not get the number. We'll get that as soon as we have a note on who scored that. But tremendous run on the fake punt. Takes that the distance, 60-yard touchdown run on the fake punt.
You have to about think it was E-Step, but it was a beautiful, beautiful run and a beautiful fake. And that helped a lot. He just jetted right down the sideline, Ronnie.
Made some guys miss. Excellent run. Good blocking. Just well executed. And Coach Haddock, in the postseason, known for his well-timed fake plays and trick plays. He's really won some big ball games with those kind of calls.
He's got a page in the back of his book that I don't think too many people get to see that.
Corbin going to go for two. Out of the gun, fires to the flat. It's caught. He's going to stagger forward. It's going to be short. He's tackled well short of the goal line, so no good on the two-point conversion. Corbin still on top, 18-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. 4:35 left in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. 4:35 to go in the first half of play. The visiting Corbin Redhounds all over the Knox Central Panthers. They lead 18-0 over the Panthers on senior night. And Redhounds finding the end zone on that fake punt play, Alan, and it was well called, and it was even better executed.
Yeah, that'll take the air out of your balloon a little bit too, because you're expecting to get the football back with about 4 minutes left, and an opportunity maybe to put some points on the board before halftime, and all of a sudden you find your punter racing down the sideline for 6 points. And just a well-executed play, beautifully called, beautifully executed, and just a really, really fun play to watch.
Cameron McGuett kicking for the Hounds. He'll approach, kicks a squib on the ground. It'll roll all the way up to about the 20-yard line. It's fielded. Heading to the Corbin sideline. He's met by a pack of Redhounds. Still going. Eventually going to be brought down, not before he rumbles forward. All the way up to about the Knox Central 35.
Some of these whistles are a little bit slow, and I'm not criticizing the officials. The play is continuing to drag on, but when things like that happen, then you have a tendency to let tempers maybe fire just a tad. We need to be careful and make sure that we don't get someone in trouble for next week.
Definitely. Rivalry game, emotions, running high. Both teams playing for pride. There's no postseason prizes on the line, but penalties much worse. You lose a guy in the playoffs, that can be devastating. Stewart takes over in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. He is hit and upended in the backfield. Number 32, Grant Gibson, came through and crushed him.
Yeah, you almost think he wanted to hand off to his wideout, that he felt a motion across the way and maybe just missed him a little bit, because there wasn't much there for him once he got the football.
Knox Central actually going with a different look at quarterback, number 10, Blevin Campbell, sophomore.
Yeah, I was talking to the folks that was here last week, said that he came in and took them right down the field. So
Campbell will operate out of the gun on 2nd and 13. He'll roll. Looking for a receiver. Looking. Pump fake. Cuts back against the grain. Looking to run with it. He's hit. He'll go nowhere as well. Aaron Money up on the tackle for the Redhounds. Limits him to a gain of about 4 on the play. Panthers again stuck in 3rd and long.
3rd and 9 for Knox Central. 3:22 left to go in the second quarter. Corbin leading 18-0. Trying to get in here at halftime with no points on the board from Knox Central.
Campbell's in the gun. He's got trips to his right. Bad snap. Goes back behind him, looking to recover. He picks it up. He's got Hounds bearing down on him. Justin Davis hits him for the sack for the Hounds. Big loss for the Panthers. Going to be driven back just a mile. He's got his own 20-yard line. Big loss on the play.
Just an unfortunate snap there that time, and just a little bit of miscommunication between the quarterback and the center. And Knox Central's going to have 4th and probably close to 24, 25-yard line, or 25 yards to go. They have to punt it away. 2:25 left in the quarter, probably.
Panthers set the punt. It's like Barton back to receive for the Hounds. End over end punt. Barton will let it roll. He'll actually field it up at the 40. Tries to reverse. He's chased down. He's going to be wrangled down by a group of Panthers. Has forward progress up here midfield. Elected to run backwards. Actually cost him about 12, 13 yards trying to reverse the course on that one. Ball's going to be marked right around the Redhounds' 37-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to reverse out of that. But as all good special teams do, they all, were where they were supposed to be, and so there really wasn't anywhere for him to go. Corbin takes over now with 2:06 left in the second quarter, first and 10 on the 37-yard line.
2:06 to play. Redhounds have 2 timeouts. Going to operate out of a 5-wide set. Panthers show blitz. They bring blitz. Sizemore keeps himself over the right. He's hit top right at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress might give him a yard and a half on the play. Second long. Corbin's probably looking to go with a 2-minute offense here.
Minute 47 seconds left on the clock. Corbin needs at least one first down here. Keep the football until halftime.
Sizemore remains the gun. He's got 4 wide. 2 each side. Jewell joins him in the backfield. He'll take the snap, hand off to Jewell. He's hit immediately. The Panther defender almost took a handoff from him as he swallowed up Jewell in the backfield.
Well, Tucker's kind of had it tough tonight. They've keyed on him, and every time he's gotten the football, it's not him. There's just nowhere for him to go.
No.
There's usually 2, maybe 3 defenders staring him right in the face, and there's just not anything he could do except just hold on to the football. 3rd and 10 for the Redhounds. We're under a minute now.
Sizemore's in the gun. He's got 3 wide. He'll take the handoff and fires deep down his own sideline. Looking for Barton. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Nice coverage on the play.
It's going to bring up 4th down with 47 seconds left. I'd say the Redhounds are going to punt it back to Knox Central. Give the Panthers an opportunity one more time. And you can bet they're probably going to be watching the punter this time, Ronnie.
Redhounds coming away with a score on a punt or a fake punt last possession. Chase Estep kept it himself for 60 yards on a fake punt. Panthers in a, we call a safe formation, almost resembling a defense. Ball snapped over Estep's head. He goes back to retrieve it. Now he's looking to throw. He keeps it himself. He's wrangled down, going to be hit and dropped back around Redhound's own 22-yard line, where the Panthers will take over. 38 seconds to play and a complement of 2 timeouts.
You wonder why he didn't maybe try to kick that ball rugby style or something to get rid of it. This will give Knox Central an opportunity to get on the board here. Ball on the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, 38 seconds left. And you can bet they're going to be throwing the ball into the end zone.
First big sign of life for the Redhounds. Jackson Stewart going to be checking back in for the Panthers at quarterback. 38 seconds to play in the half. Panthers do have 2 timeouts. Stewart's going to operate out of the gun. He's going to have 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers. Running back joining him in the backfield. He'll take the snap. Looking to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Looks for some wiggle room. Hit and drop. Tackled inbounds by a group of Redhounds. Nice defensive pursuit there. Number 8, Cody Evans, tracking him the whole way.
Knox Central calling the timeout with 30 seconds left in the game. Ball on the 22-yard line, or 22-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and about 9 for the Panthers. Corbin will be lucky if we can come out of this without giving up points, Ron.
30 seconds to play. Redhounds, trying to hang on. They're playing a nice, safe, conservative approach. I tried to punt the football away. Usually, and it's worth noting, Caleb Mitchell handles those punting duties for the Redhounds. But he stepped in. Snap was a little high. I don't know if that was he was in a little further than the long snappers used to. Don't know the issue there. Maybe we'll find that out and report that as we find it. But nonetheless, big break for the Panthers. They're in striking distance. And yeah, Corbin desperately trying to preserve this shutout their defense has pitched so far.
Our defense needs to stiffen up here just a little bit, as they've been able to do several times this year. Knox Central coming back out on the field, and you have to think that the Panthers are once again going to go right down into the end zone with it. And if maybe they don't complete, they may be looking for pass interference or a way to get down closer to the goal line. 2nd and 9.
Stewart sets the throw out of the gun. He fires for the end zone, looking for the receiver. It is incomplete, right off the fingertips of his intended recipient. Looking for number 24, Adam Renfro. Lucas Ellison in coverage for the Redhounds. DJ Murphy also in the area.
Overthrown just a little bit, but excellent coverage. 23.9 seconds left. 18-0. Corbin leading. 3rd and 9 on the 21-yard line as Knox Central takes the ball on a Corbin turnover and a bad snap on the punt, and they are now trying to get into the end zone.
3rd and long. Panthers need 9 to convert. 23 seconds on the clock. They have a timeout remaining. They'll go with 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back in the backfield. Movement on the offensive line. Now it's blown dead. Panthers tight end is lined up to the right, left just a little bit early.
That will back the Panthers up for about 5 yards. So it will be 3rd down and about 14 yards to go.
Now, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. That's 5 more yards to operate.
Yeah, it gives you more operating room there as far as your passing game goes. If you're trying to run it in, of course, it backs you up a little bit from the goal line. Big play for the Redhounds right here.
Panthers remain in the throw. 2 tight. Jackson sets the throw. Looking. Scrambles out to his right. Still looking down the field. Fires to the Redhound sideline. Ball will skip off the ground. Incomplete. Going to bring up a big 4th down for the Redhound defense. Holds tough on the turnover. 16 seconds to play in the half. Ball on the Corbin 26-yard line.
4th and 14 now for the Panthers. 16.2 seconds to go. This is a huge play for the Redhounds if they want to go in at halftime with this 18-point lead. It'd be nice to do that because as we come out in the second half, Knox Central is going to receive the football, and we want to make sure that we don't let any momentum get going in the wrong direction.
4th and long. Panthers going for it. Stewart's in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers. He'll take the snap. He sets the throw. Fires deep, looking for the end zone. Incomplete. Ball intended by number 24, Adam Renfro. Could not connect. Good coverage on the play. Looks like Lucas Ellison, yes, and DJ Murphy in the area. Corbin secondary, very nice football game.
Yes, they played well all year long. They played extremely well back there and play very well together. Corbin's going to take the ball over, and I would imagine that the Redhounds will snap the ball and play it very safe here. Go in at halftime leading 18-0. 9.5 seconds left on the clock. And I can't imagine that we would take any kind of chance here in turning the football over at all.
Sizemore tucks up under center. He'll take a knee.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
The safe approach as the half expires. Into the first half. Redhounds on top of the Knox Central Panthers, 18-0. You're listening. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Redhound.
Now that is refreshing.
Hey, you know what else is refreshing? A lifetime warranty, no profit-based commission, and friendly service you can only find at Legacy Automotive. Missed a spot in the back. Get the new Chevy Silverado for $0 down with $13,000 off or $399 a month. Legacy. How refreshing.
that's so refreshing.
Hey, over here. You know what else is refreshing? A lifetime warranty, no profit-based commission, and the friendly service you could only find at Legacy Automotive. Have a good day. Get the new Ford F-150 for 0% APR or $10,000 off. Legacy, how refreshing.
Enough to get this face off against Belfry. That's exactly what Belfry's going to do. They're going to try to line it up and run it right at us. And so anytime you can hold your own there in the middle of the line, you're doing quite well. As Corbin's come out and has lined up, Knox Central's going to receive the football. Corbin's going to kick off. Starts the second half, and hopefully we'll get a good start here.
Cameron McGuett keeps the ball up on his own 40-yard line. He approaches, puts the toe to it, high, end over and kick, driven back to the 20, up to the 30. Hit, driven backwards by a pack-a-hound. Forward progress going to mark him down at the 30-yard line where Jackson Stewart and company will take over first 10. Just underway, second half. Hounds on top 18-0 over the Knox Central Panthers. They have another quarterback change here. Panthers have gone with a 2-quarterback system so far. Seeing Jackson Stewart in at quarterback, number 10, Blevin Campbell, sophomore, in at quarterback.
I think they're just looking for someone who might spark a little bit of offense and get their offense moving a little bit.
And we'll hand off up the original line of scrimmage, and he is crushed. Wow. Big hit on the play. Grant Gibson coming up and level the running back. He'll gain a couple.
That's the name we've talked a lot about tonight, Grant Gibson. He's had a nice football game tonight.
Has, absolutely, from his linebacker spot. That's something the Redhounds wanted to shore up, that interior run D. Second and 8. Ball on the Knox Central 31-yard line. 2 tight end formation. Campbell, play fake. Looks to throw. Incomplete. Pass intended for number 4, Big Casey Diamond. He's had a big, outstanding game defensively. Couldn't haul that pass in. Third long.
Yeah, and had thought that he would have got some good yardage out of it because there really wasn't anybody out there covering him. We were showing blitz from the outside that time, and the man that was heads up with him had gone inside to blitz, and he had not got back to the second defensive back yet.
He'd hauled that one in. He'd have been a tough task to tackle.
Yes, he would have. 6 kids.
Third and long. Panthers, the 2 tight end formation. Got the movement on the Panther front. Going to be a false start. Back him up 5 yards.
That's frustrating for a coach from either side. We had one earlier tonight, too, that moved us back on third down. That's just frustrating. That's just not communicating between your quarterback and your lineman. 5 yards there on that one. 11-12 as we're just getting underway here in the third quarter. Corbin leading 18-0 over Knox Central.
With all these false start penalties, as a coach, you don't want to see those going into the playoffs. Third and a cheap cab ride, 13 to go. Panthers in the gun. Give it on a jet sweep, going over to the Corbin sideline. He's looking for room and will not find it. Redhound defense all over the Central running game. He won't gain anything. Fourth down.
Well, and Corbin's been able to do what they've done all year long, and that is our defensive ends have been able to string that ball out and turn it inside and give the linebackers time to get over and make the tackle. And just a nice defensive play. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 for Knox Central, and they're going to be in punting formation.
That's a good example of, we're not, Corbin's not big, but they're quick. Justin Davis can string out a wide receiver. Central looking to punt, high spiraling kick. He's going to drive Parton back to about the 43. He'll call for a fair catch. Catch is made on his own 43-yard line.
Nice punt that time, and nice catch as well. Corbin will take over on about the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:05 left in the third quarter. Big crowd here tonight. Great atmosphere for high school football. Just really nothing quite like it. And both teams playing extremely well.
Sizemore will operate out of the shotgun. He has 3 wide. Brings French in motion. Shovel pass underneath the E-step. He makes the man miss. Falls forward for a gain of about half a yard. That play worked for a big gain earlier in the first half. Mitchell snuffed it out. The Redhounds on a second 9 and element. The Redhounds have not had a lot of big gains on first down, operating a lot of second and third long.
No, we have not, and it creates problems for you when it goes third down.
Sizemore, hard count out of the gun. Another offside against the Panthers, going to give the Redhounds 5 free ones. Redhounds have made up a lot of these long yardage situations through that hard cadence. That's something a good football, a disciplined football team, you're not going to be able to rely on.
And we've been successful with that run all year long.
A lot of teams.
Yeah, a lot of things. I'd say 20 times over the course of the year at least.
That's easy. Second and about 4. Sizemore in the gun. Hand off to Jewell. He'll grind forward up near the first down marker.
That's really the first time tonight that Tucker has been able to find himself a seam and get a little bit of yardage going.
Going to be close here. Official's going to stop the clock now. We're going to give a first down. Thought they were going to measure that.
Well, the far side official stopped downfield from the line to gain originally, and then I think they might have set the ball back just a little bit, but well officiated football game tonight, no doubt about it. They've let the kids play, and very, very few penalties on both teams. They've all been right there, and you have to lock a game like this.
First and 10. Sizemore in the gun. He's got 4 wide. Brings E-step in motion. Takes the handoff. Keeps it himself. Looking for running room across left tackle. Getting across the hash. Staggering forward. Still on his feet. Play's going to be blown dead. Forward progress going to mark him down at the Knox Central 39-yard line.
And we very easily could have had an unsportsmanlike right there at the end of that play on Knox Central, but officials electing Knox call it.
Injured Panther on the play. Looks like he may be down for just a stint. We're going to step away with the injury timeout. 8:46 left in the third quarter. Hounds on top 18-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Redhound Football, Steve 107. .46 play in the third quarter. Redhounds on top of Knox Central, 18-0. Senior night for the Panthers. Redhounds looking to spoil that. A little bit of payback from a year ago. Panthers on top, 36-0 over the Redhounds. Trounced them at home in a cold, rainy game. Redhounds, what we call the revenge tour. They've avenged every loss from the season ago, minus the Mayfield game, and on track to do the same here tonight.
Yeah, and really, I think the Redhounds have got to be proud of the fact that they're, basically 1 point away from 2 points away from an undefeated season.
Yes.
And they've played some really tough teams and played extremely well. I think Coach Haddock's got these kids right where he wants them to be. At this time of the year, you want your teams to get better as the year has come along, and the Redhounds have done that. They moved some kids around and found some places that kids play that were a little different than where they started out, and so we're looking forward to getting in the playoffs. And the neat thing about playoffs for us this year is that all of the games are going to be in Corbin as long as we continue to win out.
Yeah.
However how long that may last. Hopefully 4 rounds will be played in Corbin. And so that's good for the home team. That's good for the home community, and we'll have a game every Friday night, hopefully. And just exciting to think about the possibilities.
And the player's still shaking up on the field. They're going to get him up and cart him off. He's actually walking under his own power, pretty shaken up on the play. As the teams look to resume, this broadcast brought to you by Cumberland Valley Electric, Hometown Bank, Davis Salvage, Pepsi-Cola Bottling, Tri-County Cycle Sales, Bennington Wellness, and Bubby's Barbecue. Those of you who have friends and family cannot hear the broadcast on in WCTC broadcasting range, you can listen to the Redhounds on the internet. www.kdcountry995.com and www.kdcountry995.com. Click on the television link in the top right-hand corner of the web page to listen to Redhound football live streaming audio tonight and all season long. Hounds sprinting onto the field from the sideline out of the injury timeout. Sizemore in the gun, 2nd and 3. Takes the snap, looks to keep it himself over the right side. Hit the ball forward, close to the first down, going to be short by about half a football.
Just a nice little runoff tackle for Cameron. So look Corbin, the 3rd and short. About 1 yard line, about 1 yard. 8:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Corbin on top, 18-0 in their final regular season game of the year. Corbin at 8-1.
Sizemore in the gun. Got 3 wide. Running back either side. Tries the hard count. No bite. Makes an audible. Takes the snap. He'll hand off to Jewell. Looking for running room across the right. He's got the first down and a little more. Fighting forward all the way up to about the 36, maybe the 35-yard line, depending on the spot.
I think Tucker's started to kind of find his groove just a little bit. Had a couple of quick direction changes there. For a nice little pickup to give Corbin 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Redhounds huddling. They went with the no-huddle attack in the first half. Sizemore remains in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Jewell and Estep join him in the backfield. Takes the snap. Sits throw in the pocket. Steps up. Fires over the left sideline. Holding and caught around the 15. Got A.J. Moore at the 10. Stiff arm. Careening towards the pylon. Out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Nice pitch and catch from Sizemore to A.J. Moore.
Yeah, I think that time the defender kind of overran the play a little bit. A.J. stopped on him and came back, and the ball was right on target, and then he was able to do a little spin-out move and go down the sideline, stiff arm the first defender, and they finally run him out at about the 4-yard line. So Corbin will have it 1st and 10 from the 4 with 7:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Corbin in the red zone here, hoping to come away with some points.
1st and goal. Sizemore in the gun. Takes the snap, hand off to Jewell over the right sideline. It's a pack of Panthers pushing towards the goal line, not getting in. Actually not going to gain anything on the play. Panther defense stiffens up. Redhound sitting in the beat. Couple tight ends checking in for the Hounds. Like number 17, Aaron Money. First snap offensively we've seen out of him this season. Hounds with a full house backfield. Pistol formation. Takes the snap and keeps himself over the right. Balls forward through the end zone. Touchdown, Redhound. Cameron Sizemore keep it himself. 4-6. 4 yards out. Takes it 24-0. Corbin.
Corbin just brought the extra blockers in that time and had 2 backs in the backfield for blocking purposes. The camera just took the ball, went in off the left side. Nice play.
Corbin electing to go for 2.
We've been trying to get those points back all night long. And
we're still the elusive 1 point win from the score.
We've still not been able to do it.
Those of you listening at halftime, John Lowe, former place kicker, has a hip issue. They're sitting him out of precaution, so Corbin likely to go for 2 remainder of the game. Same formation, out of pistol. Sizemore hands off the first back through. He's slamming forward for the goal line. No good. Wow. Looked good is not good. Dylan Brock on the carry for the Hounds. Nonetheless, 6:30 to play in the third quarter. Hounds on top 24-0 for the Knox Central Panthers. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. To play in the third quarter. Corbin on top, 24-0 against the home Knox Central Panthers. Here on senior night, both teams wrapping up their regular season of play. Corbin looking to improve to 9-1 on the season, Allen, and the Redhounds very workmanlike in their performance tonight and just steadily marching towards that postseason Redhound fans have been talking about all season long.
Yeah, and we started the game off kind of slow, and we've talked all year long about our second quarter play. We've really not put a lot of points on the board in the second quarter. I think that's kind of what got us in trouble over at Lindsey Wilson when we were playing Mayfield. We kind of dug ourselves a hole and had to try and dig it out. But the offense has come alive now, and we're starting to put some points on the board. And Corbin faithful has been pretty excited all year long. We felt like this would probably be one of the best teams that Coach Haddock has had since he has been here at Corbin, and it's certainly proven to be true. And it's kind of hard to imagine because it's not the biggest by any means, and we've had some better individual players.
Yeah.
But this team is very strong, very fast, and they play extremely well together. I used to say they like each other, and they do.
They like it.
They do. They play like they like each other, and that's important. They've certainly bought into his program and what he brings to the table, and which is just a bunch. And so they've looked extremely well all year long. Corbin getting ready to kick it off here, Ronnie, with 30 left in the third.
When it approaches, high end over end kick fielded at the 15. Up to the 30, hit and drop. 31, Dustin Sam on the tackle for Corbin.
A player that we've not got to mention probably as much as we had hoped at the beginning here, but he is a tough kid. He plays extremely big with a lot of heart, I'm telling you.
He punches like dynamite. Big-time hit. Predict you might see more of Mr. Sam's in that Belford game.
I'd say you're about right.
Knox Central taking over first and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Under center, two tight ends. Looks to throw for a little quick out route. Incomplete. Ball careening off of the hands of the intended target, number 24, Adam Renfro. Lucas Ellison in coverage for the Redhounds. Nice defensive play.
Yeah, and Lucas made a nice little hit there, and the receiver initially kind of fumbled the ball just a little bit up in the air, and I think he knew he was going to get hit pretty hard if he started to reach for it the second time. So.
Second and 10. Panthers in the shotgun. Two tight ends, two wide. Handoff up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Tattooed by a couple of Redhounds. Wow. He got stood up, and Justin Davis laid a lick on him.
Yeah, nice play that time by the interior part of the Corbin line. One of them had him around the legs, and he was still kind of standing up trying to fight and get some extra yardage. And you leave yourself pretty vulnerable when you do that. Corbin came in and put a pretty good lick on him there as a second hit.
Donovan Arthur on the carry for the Panthers. Struggling to find running room. The stingy Redhound front.
5:41 left in the third quarter. Corbin leading 24-0.
Panthers in the gun. Two wide, two tight ends. Arthur joins him in the backfield. Redhound show blitz, bobble, snap. He's going to be consumed. Ball is on the ground, recovered by Knox Central.
I don't think they actually knew that the ball was on the ground. The quarterback did, but no one else did, and he couldn't get to the football. And so Corbin also knew it was down there, and so they came close to recovering that football.
Aaron Money, good, smart football play by him. He came in on the blitz, actually, and put a shot on the quarterback, prevented him from getting back to the football.
Yeah, 4th and 14, here, Ronnie, and Knox Central's going to punt it away to Corbin.
Cameron Barton, back deep for the Redhounds to receive. Dick Martin bobbles the kick, gets it off. End over end kick, lands about the Corbin 40, takes a Knox Central roll. Going to die right around the Redhounds 32-yard line. Flag on the play.
Sometimes that's a hold, but I think Corbin, from the way they're acting, is pretty confident that it's not on them. We'll see here what the officials come up with. Maybe I'll block it back.
Extracurricular picking up a little bit. Both teams exchanging words in between the plays. Personal foul against Knox Central.
He's walking the wrong way against Knox Central.
Now he signaled Knox Central, and then he
no, he's going back here to the football. That's where he's coming from. Dead ball.
Did not see
what happened?
illegal conduct.
Just important that we don't get caught up in anything here.
Redhounds have a big postseason to play for, cannot afford to be engaged in extracurricular activity. Play the game, pick the win. 15 yards, going to put the Redhounds close to midfield on their own 46-yard line. Sizemore and company taking over in the gun. Got 3 wide receivers. Jonah French, Tucker Jewell will join Sizemore in the backfield. Redhounds wait for the official to blow the ball into play. Sizemore takes the snap, hands off to French, going to the right sideline, looking for running room. He'll be hit for a big loss all the way back to the Redhound 41-yard line.
Lost from about 5 that time.
Number 77, Jacob Davis, on the tackle for the Panthers. He's an outstanding football player. He's had some big stops in the Redhound backfield tonight. Again, theme of the night, Redhounds not getting a lot of yardage on first down. Second, about 14, Sizemore. Miscommunication. Hands off to Jewell. Also hit for a loss. Jacob Davis in on the stop again for the Panthers.
Brings up third and about 15, maybe 16. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. 24-0 Corbin. Corbin trying to find some way to get the football up the field. They've been unsuccessful there on both of their first 2 opportunities.
Sizemore will operate out of the shotgun. 3rd and long. Takes the snap, fires across the middle to Mitchell, who's got the first down into Knox Central territory, all the way down to the Panther 41-yard line. Big strike from Cameron Sizemore.
Beautifully thrown football, beautifully caught, and just an excellent play.
Caleb Mitchell, his second reception on the night. Both have been very pretty catches.
Right across the seam there, across the middle.
Sizemore showing off that arm. Got his hound into Panther territory. 1st and 10. Ball on the Knox Central 40-yard line. Sizemore in the gun. 3 wide. 2 running backs in the backfield. That's T7 French. Takes the snap. Fires over the left sideline. He's got up to the 35, out to the 30. Drew Carter on the reception for the Hounds. As predicted, Alan, Drew Carter out wide tonight.
Yes.
Did expect to see him out wide, and
yes,
that's where he was.
Yeah, he's getting quite a bit of time now out at the wide receiver position.
Good throw, going to set up the Redhounds 2nd and short. Sizemore will have 4 wide. French in the backfield. Hard count. Panthers enter the neutral zone for the 5th time this evening.
That was going to be a first down.
Moving the chain. Should push the football up to the Panther 26-yard line. Cameron Sizemore, 25 yards, offside penalty. Redhound in this straight line formation over the football. They break out, 4 wide, trips to the right side. French joins Sizemore in the backfield. He'll take the snap, he'll set the throw. He's got Goslin over on the left. He's going to reverse field and fight forward off that to about the Knox Central 18-yard line.
He just gets that ball out there extremely quick, Ron.
He does.
And that's key to it for the defensive secondary not to be able to anticipate and step in front of one of those.
2nd and about 2. Sizemore in the gun, same formation. That's the throw. Throws the bubble screen. Hauled in at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward. Might gain 1. Extracurricular on the backside of the play. Flags go flying. Did not see what happened now and did hear the reaction from the Corbin crowd. A.J. Moore involved with number 24, Adam Renfro. We'll wait for the official signal from the official. Personal foul against the Panthers.
I didn't see it, but the officials are going to have to really stay tight on this ball game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Need to rein this one in. Both teams have playoff aspirations. Can't afford to lose a player in a, I'm not going to say meaningless game. Don't tell these teams that, but a game that really does not impact your seeding or where you play in the postseason. I believe that is the 2nd personal foul on Mr. Renfro.
I think the officials are going to speak with the coaching staffs right now. Department, that's a great move, and let them know, this is not going to be tolerated. They're going over talking to Corbin too. I think that's a very, very good preventative officiating move on the part of this officiating crew. My hats are off to them. They basically have laid the law down. Good crew. And my guess is they have said the next one is going to go out of here.
Sure.
And
that's important from an official standpoint.
It is. And what we have to have enough restraint so that if someone, smacks you in the side of the head or something, that you just turn around and walk away. You just do not retaliate. You cannot do it.
Now, the retaliating party is the flag party.
Yep.
It's never the instigator.
It is not.
Officials, excellent job reining in this football game. Both teams taking field, receiving appropriate instruction from the coach and the